Hey YouTube, it's your boy, B3, Matty Matt, my guy, my freaking dude.
your scrub that you keep here to talk about.
Yeah, man, I'm bored of doing making videos by myself, so
I don't blame you.
So I was like, man, I gotta make a friend now.
Yeah, now. We totally hadn't been 22 years.
Yeah, definitely not. But yeah, so last time we did Just League Volume 3, and before we can do Volume 4, we gotta do...
Shazam!
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, they can't call him Captain Marvel anymore, because Marvel has those rights for Carol Danvers, so...
Oh yeah, they do.
Excuse me.
I didn't even think about the crossover issues with copyright and all that.
Yeah. But more Jeff Johns. We got Gary Frank doing some of his facial expressionism on here. And this wasn't its own comic. It was like a little side story that was in the back of Justice League each month.
Oh, really? And they just they collected it all together and put it
into this.
Okay.
Which wasn't a bad idea. I think it worked out.
No, not a bad idea at all.
They just did that to kind of get him out really quick before Trinity War, because they wanted him in Trinity War.
Gotcha.
And they also needed a reason to have Black Adam around for Forever Evil. So
hey, Black Adam is a fun villain. I really liked his backstory in this. I didn't know it up till this point.
Yeah, New 52 Black Adam might even be my favorite one.
It's dark too.
He's a great baddie.
Yeah. So do you want to jump in on this one then?
I've read this once ever.
Oh, so, really? Well, then maybe I need to...
Yeah, because remember, I read it here right after I bought it, and then I just tossed it to you.
You were correct.
So it's never even been to my house.
Wow. Well, who says it's ever going to run out of my possession at this point? It's spent all its life here. This is its home now.
Yeah.
All right. So, and again, I actually didn't read this for an entire month either, and I did a quick recap right before we got ready for this video.
Yeah, we were both sick for like... He was sick for 2 weeks one month, and I was sick for the other 2 weeks.
Yeah, we alternated sickness, so we had to wait a little while. And you're still recovering from yours.
Yeah,
at least bounced back.
I've been coughing for a month and a half. I'm like Jim Henson at this point. I'm just gonna cough till I die.
If you get me sick, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm not sick.
If you get me sick, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Man. It's cold outside.
It is really cold. What happened to spring?
It was 20 degrees last night. It's spring.
Well, it was spring all through winter, and then spring rolled around and decided to be winter again.
It was the North's summer all through winter for us.
Okay.
It was like summer in the North.
You're not wrong. Okay.
Our summer, people are gonna die. People are gonna die.
No, straight up.
I'm not even joking.
No, it happens here in the South.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, we killed off some people at band camp.
I was just about to say, in band camp, people would pass out all the time.
All the time, because the heat, yeah.
We should probably get to go.
This one time, yeah, we should at this point. All right. Maybe we should cut this whole beginning. I don't know.
Yet.
So, Shazam. It starts off, of course, following Billy, our titular character.
Like a completely different Billy than we've had in
He's no longer the pure of heart Billy.
He's a little piece of shit.
Which I actually almost like better, I think.
Like, you feel bad for him even though he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit just because
he's the product of his environment. Yeah, I mean, and his experiences. So it's depressing and sad to see Billy, but you understand where he's coming from. And I'll breeze through the beginning parts. Billy's a bit of a rambunctious ne'er-do-well. He, of course, has all of his other orphan friends. And,
but he was getting, like, returned to the foster home over there.
Yes, he was. He's getting brought back to
what's
foster
that
home.
movie? They have a few of them. Problem Child or something?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
That kid. It was like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Black Adam opens up the gate to the Eternity Stone.
The Rock of Eternity?
The Rock of Eternity, sorry.
You gotta learn comics, man. You
hey,
gotta do this.
Look,
you gotta get on the wiki.
Hey, the reason you got me here is because I'm a scrub. If I get too good, you'll kick me back off.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog.
It's okay, I like dogs.
I know you do. So Black Adam reappears, and along with this plotline, Billy gets the powers from the wizard Shazam to be Earth's new champion.
Yeah, he convinces the wizard no one has a pure heart.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the powers, and then the wizard dies.
Depressing. Yeah, and the wizard dies immediately afterwards, which does stay true, I believe, to previous Shazam stories, doesn't it?
Sure, why not?
I think. At least what I wikied in the movie I saw.
It's good enough, yeah.
So,
you saw a short film, but whatever.
Yep. And we have thankfully returned to the era of the entire Shazam family.
Yeah.
So
they're like not the Shazam family all the time, really just for this book.
Oh really?
Yeah, he doesn't have his own solo series. He hasn't had one all the New 52, which I thought was a little weird.
That is a little odd, actually. So, Black Adam is bent and determined to be Earth's sole champion again, and to do so, he needs to off Billy.
Who at that point is just using his powers to like get money.
Yeah, he literally attempts to rob an ATM.
At first he was like saving people for cash, then it's just like Shazam.
Yeah, he just lightninged an ATM and made money spew out. And then some robbers happened to be coming around the corner at exactly the right time to make it look like he was a hero saving the day.
And he was robbing the place.
And he was robbing the place too. They were offended he was robbing it.
Oh man.
So they tried to shoot him and he got bothered. And there's a brief little, confrontation between him and Freddy about Freddy is his other orphan friend who's on crutches, and
he's also a little piece of shit.
Well, he was also a little piece of shit trying to get him to rob the place. So Freddy's not necessarily the best influence here.
Stand up to bullies and protect his foster brothers and sisters that way.
Yeah.
So it's like every time he does a good thing, he does like a bad thing immediately after.
Yeah, just to make sure he doesn't get too much good karma.
Yeah. Can't have that.
It's like trying to balance a character in Fallout 3. You can't have too much good karma. Anyways, so Black Adam appears, wanting all of the powers of Shazam to be Earth's sole champion, and that's pretty much his shtick. And he manages to kick the ever-loving crap out of Shazam a few times here, since he is centuries more experienced with his powers and his spell usage. Billy immediately turns back from Shazam into Billy to try and run and hide because Black Adam can't track down Billy unless he activates Shazam's powers. So he regroups with his family and desperately tries to find the wizard before Francesca appears in the reflection of an iPad.
And then gives him the whole spiel
Gives
about
him
the story.
Yeah, gives him Black Adam's history.
Should have listened to the whole thing. He almost got deaded.
He almost got absolutely deaded. And Black Adam's backstory is absolutely my favorite part of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's mine too.
Quick overview. It goes back really deep into history, back into primitive, ancient times.
Give me a date.
I can't.
Aren't you also a
history
minor?
You
also have a degree. So
I do have a degree in history.
I want you to look at the pots in the pictures and tell me what
what
time period it is.
I am not familiar with Kendaki history. I think that's how you say it, isn't it? Kendaki history?
Right. I think it's a fictional country.
It is a fictional country, therefore my degree does not apply. Although it does seem to be based off of some weird
I think it's
Persian-y, Middle Eastern culture, but there's also looks like some African influence based on the cheetah skins that some of these guys are wearing, and a little bit of Mongolian-style terror and pillaging.
Could be close to Egypt, maybe.
Maybe a little bit. It's kind of just generic, ancient, sandy civilization.
Make it look old.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably what John said.
So it actually, the story Francesca tells is incredibly misleading, and I can't imagine. That's the one part I had a problem with. Is why would she tell a Mon story if this is supposed to be Adam's story? I mean, at no point does she preface. By the way, Adam comes in later. This is just the. Anyways.
Yeah, and I knew where that was going. I could really tell.
I was
like, oh man, that's not the kid, man. Don't go up there saying stuff.
I totally bought it. Actually, I thought I was gonna be the kid. So,
I totally bought it, and you saw it.
I mean, I figured like the kid would become like older and jaded and attempt to like write things and fail epically.
And you were thinking like he's immortal, so he would see so much garbage
exactly.
Over
Then he
history.
turned into shit.
Oh, that makes sense too.
See, I'm not a total idiot.
No, just
Usually.
a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. There's a kid named Amon who is a slave to this Kandaki Empire, and he works in the mines and all that, and he's about to get beaten to death, essentially, when his uncle spontaneously appears, kills the slave master, and they manage to escape to freedom. Well, not actually escape to freedom. They escape deeper into the mines while the other guards are chasing them down to brutally slaughter them. And as they are calling out for help, the wizard Shazam makes Amon, the child, appear in the Rock Fraternity. Yes, did I say that right?
Yeah, Rock
Okay,
Fraternity.
good. I'm learning.
Yeah.
So, appear in the Rock Fraternity, which used to be a massive citadel. And Amon's deal is that he will accept the responsibility of world's champion and accept Shazam's powers if it will also mean protecting his uncle who is about to die from an injury he sustained from a guard. So of course Amon agrees. He appears, and they get to safety. And Adam, turns out his uncle's name is Adam. Dun dun dun. Right? Shocker. Adam is bent and determined to have Amon use his powers to bring down the Kandaki Empire, and in a very brutal fashion, which he says is for justice, and Amon realizes is just for revenge. So as Amon calls out Shazam to take on those otherworldly powers, Adam sticks his hand in above Amon to take the powers.
And he slit his little piggy throat too, or something like that.
I don't
Snaps
actually,
his neck. I don't know what he does.
I don't actually think I think it just shows him grabbing the lightning, and that's all that happens.
Yeah, but he kills that kid.
Yeah, no, the kid's freaking dead.
He killed his nephew.
And Adam still believes himself to be some kind of savior hero. He really does think he's kind of awful, but he did imprison the 7 deadly sins, which is probably a good thing. Anybody calling themselves the 7 deadly sins can't really be good unless they're in a Netflix anime.
He does let them back out, though. Which
He does.
is one of the things that leads...
He lets them back out, but only because they all know he can whip their ass, and they do what he says.
Yeah. And then that is another thing that just leads straight to Trinity War. Because Pandora's running around doing her thing.
Yep.
Throwing her box around. Not what I meant.
You totally meant that a long time ago.
No, that was a complete accident.
I do not believe you.
I would have made a funny noise or something if it was on purpose.
You did make a funny noise.
I would have
gone
like, wink.
So, Black Adam takes Billy's adoptive family, his orphan family, hostage, and he's got them all like sprawled beneath his feet and held up above his head in a chokehold. And Billy figures out that he can share his powers with them, and he spreads his powers to the rest of his family. We have the Shazam family again, at least for a little while, and they have some pretty interesting powers. Some epic facial hair, too, just saying.
Yeah, I bet you're jelly.
I am super jelly, let's be honest here.
You're a little chump.
Hush, they can't see that. It's too small for you to see. Come on, what are you talking about? And so they proceed to attempt to kick the crap out of Black Adam, and it doesn't really work. But Billy manages to trick him. He transforms from Shazam back into Billy, and as Black Adam holds him up over his head, again preparing to kill him and take his powers, Billy's like, "You're not a hero. You're about to kill a kid in cold blood."
Again.
If you're a real hero, you'll fight me one-on-one, man-on-man. You'll turn back into normal and we can duke it out. And he goads Black Adam into saying the magic word, and he turns back into his human self, which he has not done in centuries. He doesn't even recognize himself in his own reflection, barely. And suddenly...
And this guy's probably older than Jesus Christ.
Very likely, actually. Multiple centuries. They were still using stone spears.
Yeah.
So, I guess they're stone spears. They look like stone spears. But anyways, so he transforms back into his original body after centuries, and then he pulls a Indiana Jones Last Crusade, and he turns to dust as all those centuries catch up with him spontaneously. And that is how Billy managed to outsmart Black Adam.
Again, just like in the short film.
Just like it. Yep, there you go. Exactly the way the film goes.
When that actually happened, I was like, man, they're getting rid of him the same way they did in the short film. I actually don't know which one came first.
I don't either. We probably could check the...
because I got this way after it came out, and I got that
you got
short
this like
film
2 months
collection
ago.
way after. Yeah, and this
2 months ago, literally.
This is years old from when I got it.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Wow. So I thought it was actually very good. I won't say fantastic, just because... Shazam's one of those characters I like, but I don't get super jazzed about necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty straightforward.
It was very straightforward. It was a good origin story. A little on the predictable side occasionally.
Yeah. It left like a string open. It hinted at a mystery to his parents' death just a little bit.
A little bit. And
he doesn't remember how they died or anything.
No. And there's our mystery man with the lightning-looking eye.
Oh, yeah.
Who's kind of a subplot going on behind the thing. He's looking for the Rock of Eternity.
Yeah, he's like a mad scientist in the previous continuity. I can't remember his name now.
And he's trying to resurrect his family. And science, the air quotes, science has failed him thus far, so he's turning to magic, which is why he had to find the Rock of Eternity.
Yeah, doesn't he die?
No, he doesn't die. He finds... A little centipede in a jar.
Oh, Mr. Mind.
Yeah, there we go, Mr. Mind.
I wonder if they ever followed through on that.
Who knows?
Stupid villain. He's so dumb.
I don't know anything about him, so one day I'll learn.
I'll show one of these days. I'll show you the Batman Brave and the Bold episode with Mr. Mine and the Shazam family.
I love Brave and the Bold. But yeah, so there's Shazam. It was pretty good. I can recommend it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I personally would spend my money on it, but that's
Well,
also
that's
nice
you don't
because I
have
have
to.
you. Yeah.
I got a stack of graphic novels this big at home. Just tossing them your way, and you have what, 4 Aquaman
Oh
books?
God, yeah, no. That's,
We also got those.
no, I got 5 Aquaman books and a Green Arrow.
That's true. And those Muslim graphic novels. I have
Yes,
one, I have one of those
Persepolis.
too, but I don't have. That's.
I'm
what's
gonna
wrong.
get you the second
I
Persepolis.
wanted to say
right?
Persephone, but I knew that was wrong.
No, that's Greek mythology.
I know. That's why I knew that.
Totally
was
wrong part of the world. my
Yeah,
friend.
that's why I knew it was wrong.
Look, I'm an English major and with a degree in history as well, and I can tell you that's Greek mythology, man.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, absolutely. There's Shazam.
I liked it. I think they should give him a solo series. I think they set up enough in here to do it,
Agreed.
and I really don't think they followed through. They really don't use his character much.
We'll have to follow up on that with a Wikipedia
Yeah.
search.
I will actually. I am gonna search New 52 Shazam later. But yeah, once again, this is mostly like this whole thing exists just for Trinity War setup. So
Pretty much. I mean, it does kind of reek of that.
yeah, but only if you know what's gonna happen in Trinity War.
The whole thing does feel a bit like a setup, though, with all the number of characters who are vaguely named and who the number of threads that are left open at the end. It does feel like a setup for a bigger event.
I'm gonna fill you in, man. Every single comic you're gonna read is a setup. Every modern comic is setting up for something, even if it's just the next issue. It's all set up,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
unless it's like some contained alternate world or something,
Or
like
some
an
little like
Elseworld.
mini short.
Yeah, like
maybe.
All Star Superman wraps itself up pretty nice. I'll
Okay.
toss that your way one of these days.
One of these days.
I'm gonna make you read Rebirth Superman first.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, Superman's like white bread to me, so.
Well, you haven't read All Star Superman, the greatest Superman story of all time, or Superman Unchained, also the greatest Superman story of all time.
So, what's the greatest Superman story of all time then?
It probably actually is All Star Superman.
Okay.
It's
Well-
really good.
That sounds like a different video, though.
Yeah, definitely a
I've
different.
rambled enough in this one, I think.
Yee. But yeah, that's it. Shazam, volume only. So next time, volume 4 of Justice League, and I'm also going to let you talk most of the time for that. But I will talk most of the time for Green Arrow and Aquaman. So
You bet. Oh no, you're not taking Aquaman from
I'm not taking I read it yesterday.
me. All right, fine. I'll let you take that.
The reason I'm letting you read it is you're the one that's.
You've read him recently.
That's
Okay.
right.
All right. You make a valid point. I'm gonna have plenty to say about my man.
That's true. I'm fine with that, boy. I'm fine with that, boy.
All right.
I do more commentary on the other channel, so I'm just letting you kind of rule this one a little bit.
Well, you know, I don't want to do too much. I don't know if the people watching actually like me.
It's cool. I'm just gonna whoever reads it the most recently is just gonna do it.
I like this.
I think
plan.
that's just a good idea.
Good idea. Yeah.
So it's more usually gonna be you.
Because you've read them multiple times in the last
Because it's
multiple
almost
years.
entirely my books. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, Twitter, etc.
Don't forget to like. He didn't say like.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like the video. I guess that's fine or whatever. I mean, click on the ads. That's what gets me the money. So.
Hey,
That cat.
turn off your ad blocker.
Turn it off. Come out, scream. Don't say my name 3 times. I'll be in your house. Anyway,
That's you don't want him to be in your house. Can confirm.
that's it. We got to move on to the next one. I'll see you guys later.